Hi, several of you have asked about the use of Statdisk. I do have some help files printed that you can print that are loaded into your document sharing, but I'm also going to do a quick video here to help you for Chapter 12. First of all, you can simply go to statdisk.org and download the appropriate version, either for PC or Mac. Once it's loaded, you can enter the data into these columns like you would into an Excel spreadsheet, or you can use a preloaded data set if applicable. Here I'm just going to use a preloaded data set just for sake of example. And this is the bare data set. So we're going to be doing two primary things with this. One, doing our measures of central tendency and dispersion. So looking at mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and the box plot kind of stuff. And the other then would be to be doing the correlation. The final thing that we will look at then will be to use Z-scores in finding the areas if you prefer not to use the table in the textbook or online. First thing you're going to do if you have a column of data is click Data, Descriptive Statistics. Select which data column you want evaluated if you have more than one. In this case, we want column 1. Click Evaluate, and you will see here's the mean, here's the median, here's the mid-range, here's your standard deviation, here's your smallest number, your highest number, and what we call Q1, Q2, Q3, like breaking it into quarters. Again, notice that Q2 is your 34, which is the same as your median. Okay. So again, data, descriptives. This time we're going to pick a different column just to see how this works. Mean, median, mid-range, standard deviation, lowest number, highest number, and breaking it into quarters. If you want to save this information, you can simply copy and then paste to a Word document. In the latter part of Chapter 12, when you're looking at correlations, the way you would do that here is to enter your two columns of data. In this particular case, we're going to take length, or excuse me, the size of the chest and the weight, and we want to see if there's a connection between the two. So we would click Analysis, Correlation and Regression, select the columns, in this particular case 8 and 9. A lot of times if you're typing the numbers in, it's simply 1 and 2, and we click Evaluate. There's the correlation coefficient. If you've read your text or watched the videos, you would have noticed that the highest that it can go is 1, so having a correlation of 0.96 is pretty strong. It had to have passed a value of 0.26 to be meaningful, so this is definitely meaningful. That means there's a strong correlation or connection between the chest size of the bear and the weight. This is your predictor equation then, like a y equals mx plus b kind of thing that you would have had in algebra. B1 is the slope, and B0, B sub 0, is the intercept of your graph. You can actually also click here and see a scatter plot. So here's the computation for the data, and this is a visual of the data. And you can see that there's a pretty strong connection between those points because it's easy to find a line model that fits most of them. The one other thing that we do in this chapter is working with the Z-scores in the tables. If you wish to use Statdisk, you would click Analysis, Probability Distribution, Normal Distribution, and for example, enter your Z-score, click Evaluate, and it'll show you the area from the left, or the percentile. In your textbook, this is rounded off in a chart. It would simply probably say 93.32%, but on here it's a little bit more precise. The table in the book is fine. If you want to use normal distribution on here, that's fine as well. Okay, hope that helped. Good luck, everybody.